Happy Sunday, everyone. It's good to see everyone. It seems like I just saw you guys yesterday. Good to see you. Love you all. Thank you for joining me on this uh, August 14th, 2022. Today, we are going to be here talking about the case Kiely and, sorry about that. We are going to be talking about Kiely and there's a lot of questions that we need answered, and the biggest one obviously is, where is Kiely? And we have people out searching day and night for the last 9 or 10 days now, and so we need to find those answers, where this young, beautiful, sweet heart of a child is. And I also want to say something. Jagger may very well be in this chat room this evening. If he is, everyone is to remain respectful to him and kind. It's not that hard to be kind. I promise you, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Um, so if Jagger is in here, we are to remain respectful to him. I have the world's best mods, that I can promise you. And if the mods see that anyone is being disrespectful, then we will deal with that. And you will be first timed out and then blocked after that. We are all adults here. That's exactly right. Always late. And it's great to see you, by the way. Someone said I sound like I'm in a tunnel. Is that true? Do I sound like I'm in a tunnel? So let me know before I get all this started. Before I get my groove on. You know what I mean, girls and guys? Okay. I sound okay. Perfect. Perfect. Sorry. Um, there's something on my glasses and I just can't get them. Bothers me. Okay. So, thank you all very much for joining me. I got my on air sign. Thank you to a wonderful subscriber who bought me that off of my wish list. So, I want to thank them very much. And thank you to have someone who bought me this shirt. Thank you very much. Thank you all to have. Some people don't like the super chat and stuff like that, or they like to, just buy things for people. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I have the world's best subscribers, that I can absolutely assure you of. So, oh, really? You saved me from Turtle Island. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're going to be talking about precious little Kiely here, Kiely Rodni, who, it's just a really sad case, guys. And there are multiple things. I literally have so much information right now. Like, I don't even know where to start, um, where we should even start on this. I have more questions than answers. I think I already turned the slow mode on, so I can exit out that. Um, so, okay, 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. So, Kiely Rodni, she's been missing for quite a while. And first I want to go over, I'm just going to start it where we should start it. I'm going to start, I have questions more uh, for Sammy than I do anyone, to be honest with you. I have more questions for Sammy. And I'm not saying, and I want to be very clear here, um, in no way are we ever saying that anyone is guilty on here. Um, we never say anyone is guilty on here. That is not up for me to decide. It's not up for you to decide. It is not up for anyone to decide other than the legal system. That's why we have Lady Justice, right? And we have, although not a perfect system in the United States, in my eyes, it's the most perfect that we have on the planet, and it's still very flawed. But we do not say anyone is guilty here or anything. You can have suspicions, you can have that kind of thing, but please never say anyone is guilty. Someone is saying to check my text. I see you. One second, please. Gotcha. Thank you very much. Let me open this right here. All right. So, first we are going to talk about. Let me open this real quick. I have so many windows open, guys. It is pathetic, to be honest with you. We're going to look at this Fox interview because, and I want you guys to pay very close attention to this. Very, very close attention. Okay. And this is from August 9th, and this is by foxnews.com. Missing Kiely Rodni, massive search as friends reveal teens' last known footsteps in possible abduction case. All right. And let me see if I'll just have her read it here.
A massive search effort was underway Tuesday morning for the missing California 16-year-old Kiely Rodni, who vanished after telling family she was going to head home from a high school graduation send-off early Saturday.
Okay, I just listen to this very closely. I know it can get monotonous and stuff, but we need to talk about this. It's a little bit long, but we're going to show some things that one person is saying and the other person is saying that was at the party that was like, that's not even right. So listen very carefully.
Saturday. The Placer County Sheriff's Office has said they were investigating a possible abduction because the girl's SUV was also unaccounted for. Rodni graduated from high school 2 years early, and it is unlike her to run away or fail to come home, according to her mother, Lindsay Rodni Neiman. A spokesperson told Fox News Digital on Tuesday that investigators were still exploring all possibilities and confirmed that teens were using alcohol and drugs at the party.
Okay. And it said Rodni had enough drinks to become drunk, according to her friend and another recent graduate, Sammy Smith, who added that she did not believe the teen would have driven under these circumstances. And there is beautiful Kiely, as the world knows her. At the point when I left, I thought she was going to stay there, says Smith, who departed the campground just a few minutes before Rodni was last seen. A few minutes. Everybody was camping. It was late enough that she should have stayed. She's not the type to go and drunk drive or anything. Smith said she spent most of the night with Rodni. For the amount of drinks we both had together, she's not that dumb, she added. I remember we were partying together. She was having fun. She seemed really happy. She was like normal, just on an adrenaline rush, saying hi to everyone. And as you can see here, missing person, 16-year-old female. Every parent's worst nightmare. But Rodney Neiman says her daughter texted her around 12:15 a.m. Saturday. Oh, thank you, Lisa, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. 12:15 Saturday, and said she was heading home. The family lives about 10 miles away from the campground at a lodge south of town. Smith, who's 18, said that there were plenty of attendees whom she had not previously met, but none who seemed suspicious. Pay very close attention to that, guys. Smith, 18, said there was plenty of attendees whom she said that she had not previously met, but none who seemed suspicious, gave unwanted attention, or followed the pair around. She said she didn't notice anyone much older, and that the party consisted mainly of teens, recent graduates, and some college students from the surrounding areas. Some came from far away as San Francisco, she said. But that was not unusual in the area because the area is a summer vacation town. Look at all of the searchers. God bless each and every one of them. We met a few strangers together, she said. We both tended to trust people, which, I mean, that is true. I think when you're 16 and 18, um, I think we do tend to trust more when we're that age. I think we feel like we're more invincible and things can't happen to us as much. So that may be true, but she says we both tend to trust people. I say tend to because now I don't think I will continue to trust people, but she'll give anyone the benefit of the doubt. Search crews and police from multiple counties scored through the area beginning early Tuesday morning. They started by searching Lake Prosser by boat as the land-based search party gathered on the shoreline. The search also included several aircrafts, including helicopters and airplanes flying in from above, all-terrain vehicles, including four-wheelers, trikes, and dirt bikes. There were search dogs present and at least 100 members of law enforcement visible, including members of the FBI who initially forced their attention on campsite number 4. So as you can see, this is someone from the FBI. Thank you so much, Fed Girl, for the 1999 super chat. 3 days after she goes missing. Now the story is completely different. What happened to the older guys? Yes, that creepers that came right up to us. Now she saw her minutes before she left. Not the same story she told this week. You are getting it, Vet Girl. That is absolutely correct. So, pardon me, guys. I have 3 days after she goes missing. Her story's completely different now, guys. And as Vet Girl said, what happened to the older guys? Because she said there were older guys there. Really creepers, right? Remember, she said there's older guys there. There was creepers that came that night. and she really didn't talk to her. But now she's talking to her minutes before she left. So this is the thing in true crime. If it's the truth, your story does not change. If I do something and it's honest, I'm going to tell you the truth 100% of the time, and the main story is not going to change. It's not going to change. So we go from, older guys being there, creepers, kind of following him around, that kind of thing. And now she's saying, you know, nobody was there that seemed kind of, off, or no, they were all teenagers. They were all, younger people, college people. Why the change? Thank you, my little Ninook. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. So that's what we got to ask ourselves. Okay. Crews pulled the boats from the water around noon, and FBI agents were knocking on doors in the area. The FBI did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Right now, we are currently searching many areas, says Angela, the Placer County Sheriff's Public Office Information Officer. I'm gonna let her read this real quick because I have a frog in my throat and I cannot get it out.
The party, which stretched from Friday night into Saturday morning at the Prosser family campground in the Tahoe National Forest, involved dozens or hundreds of kids from a handful of nearby communities in the rural area, including Truckee and North Lake. Around 12:15 a.m., she texted her parents that she was heading home. However, according to her mother, no one has come forward to say they saw her leave, no one was with her at the time, and nobody could remember when she left or see her car drive away. Her phone, which last pinged at the party, has been turned off. Authorities say her vehicle, a silver 2013 Honda CR-V with the California license plate 8YUR127, is also unaccounted for. Authorities are urging teens who were at the party to come forward, and the community announced a teen-to-teen information gathering event from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time at the Tahoe City Save Mart in an effort to get attendees talking.
This is beautiful area, right? But it seems like every time someone goes missing, it's like in like such a, area where there's always mountains. It's just an awful place. Her phone has been turned off, not dead, but law enforcement says off. Phone off is a bad sign. Yes, it is, Ruby. Yes, it is. So then I'm going to show you guys something else shortly. We have
had a
cover.
lack of reach out from many Tahoe kids who were at the party or may know any information, the announcement reads. We are only looking for information, such as who was at the party that you may have seen, and the times you came and left. Rodney's mother is asking anyone who attended the party and their parents to look through their photos, social media posts and videos for any signs of Rodney. Home and business owners in the surrounding area are also asked to check their surveillance cameras for signs of the girl on August 5th and August 6th.
So sad. So sad. Rodney is described as 5'7", 118 pounds. She has blonde hair, hazel eyes, and she has a tattoo on her rib cage with the numbers 17. Um, yes. So that is the question I am asking. Sign of a girl, not a car. Um, Sign of a girl and not a car. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They're not. It's very interesting. They're not saying the sign of. Maybe it was just the way it was written. I hope that was just the way it was written. Um, and I would think that they're looking for the car too. But um, in my personal opinion, I think wherever this car is where she is. Um, this could be, there's so many factors in this case that it could be something, in my opinion, very unlikely though, that she drove off into some type of water or something like that. To me, that is the least probable. At least it's least probable that she done it intentionally. Yes, I agree, that girl. The car is the key. Um, but is it because could there could she have done drugs and possibly overdosed, or did someone roofie her? And but this is my thing. you know Sammy says they were sharing drinks. So to me, if they were sharing drinks all night, then it wouldn't be that. But did is it possible that Sammy could have just said we were sharing drinks because something was actually in those drinks? So she says, exactly, Lab Mama. Exactly. Sammy's mom is a lawyer, from what I understand, and the father is a PI. But yes, her so-called bestie. Yes. In my opinion, she's not a bestie, in my opinion. For those of you that wasn't here yesterday, um, we're going to look at the maps shortly here in just a little bit. And we're also going to go over where some of the uh, cameras are in the area, the town cameras. 'Cause I'm sure the authorities will be definitely checking those. If not, I'm sure they've already have. Um, and we're going to be looking at some maps. Sammy lives close to the party. Yes. Um, Sorry, I'm just reading some of your comments. So, was it some creeper there um, that, decided to give her a ride home? But this is my question, guys, and this is what I'm asking. So Kylie was originally going to go to a car show with her mom. At the right before, at the very when she was getting ready to go with her mom to the car show, right before she was to go to her, meet up with her mom or whatever, she texts her mom allegedly and says that she's going to this party. Now, I want to know, what or was there something or someone that changed? What made her change, going from the car show to the party, because usually it's one of your girlfriends calling you, or it's someone, a guy that you like, or it's your girlfriend who you want to go with. um Send a text and he wants you to read it. Jagger sent a text. Okay. I don't have a text from Jagger right now. uh I see you. um can you just have him send you the text, and um then I guess you can send it to me, because I don't see a text from him right now. So if any, you send it to me. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to make a call. 1 second. I gotta mute. Okay. 1 second. Okay. I know I'm muted. I was on the phone again. I see you. So sorry. Um. So has anyone asked the bet? Okay. So we did speak to. We did speak to Jagger, and he said he is that and listen, guys. these are young kids, more or less, even if they're over 18. They're still, I mean, they're technically adults, yes, but let's be kind. And regardless, so just be kind. That's all I'm saying right now. Um, Jagger said that he lived 4 hours away in Napa Valley, and that's why he wasn't there to protect her from whoever did this. And he's vowed to find the person that has done this. And he says he's just not going to stop until he finds whoever did this. And so, I from what I understand, yes, he is hurting that girl. And from what I understand, from an interview he did the other day, I don't know if it's changed. I haven't asked him if he, thinks that, she's still alive. Jagger was not at the party. No, he was not at the party. Um, so, and that's why, like, to be honest with you, I am questioning Sammy. I am not questioning Jagger. Yes. Um, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jagger was on the news a couple days ago saying that he still believes she's still alive. Um, and as much as I hope that is true, um, I also think that when you're that young and you've never lost someone that is, you've never lost someone yet, usually at that age, you can't comprehend what it's like. So you automatically just feel like, of course, nothing has happened to him. She's not gone or anything like that. Um, but my I don't know if Sammy personally did anything. I mean, nobody knows this, and it's not up for us to decide. To me, in my opinion, I feel like she knows more. But that's my opinion. And this is the thing. We don't know any of them. We are seeing this. Um, we'll see. We're just going to have to see. Um, I can't, I mean, as an adult, like when you first hear, for those of you that have lost someone very close to you, like a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, God forbid, a child, um, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife. Um, even as adults, you feel like, especially in the beginning, that it's a dream, that it's not true. So I can't, and as you're younger, I think it's even more, um, you just can't believe it. So maybe that has changed. And as we know, when we do lose someone, the grief changes and our belief changes and all of that. And this is still very much developing. Um, so we are just going to send Jagger um, positivity right now. He lived 4 hours away. He was not there that night. And that's all we know about it at this point, as far as that. Sorry. I see you. I'm going to text you something. Okay. Innocent till proven guilty. Absolutely. I got the call 5 years ago about my sister. I screamed at my husband, go find her. She's at the mall shopping. Yeah. Probably important to you, sweetheart, but I have. Thank you, happy life. God bless you, honey. I appreciate all of you that take out the time to watch me and all that. Oh, I missed Nanook. Justin, may I have a link to explain that case I'm talking about? If not, it's perfectly fine. I don't know what case you're talking about, but Nook, I promise you, we will get. I will drop a link just here in a little bit. I have a lot of content. Um, so Amanda, I don't know what you're saying. Don't attack me, but nobody should be attacking you in here. And everyone is innocent until proven guilty. It's just literally that simple. Um, okay, now let's go. When was this article? The 10th. Okay, now you see we were talking about Sammy talking about how you know that night. Um, Sorry if I look at the chat, I get so distracted, guys. Uh, the night that Sammy was there, she was saying, she said two different things. She said, one, in the beginning, that there was older guys there were creepers, they were following him around, weird people and all that. And then in another interview, she states everyone was young, college age, and everything. And I want to go over another article that is very, very important that we look at here. Hold on. I want to make sure it's the same one. Sun, the sun. Okay, perfect. Um, and I also want to show you something, guys, really quick before we get into that article. So, you know how they say that, you can be searching for something and it can be right in front of you, like literally right in front of you. And many people can walk over it multiple times, right? And I just want to show you an example of how easy that is for even the most trained searchers. Um, this picture right here is an example to show how people can search and search and search and missed vehicles crashed in land or water. I'm not sure what I believe happened yet, says Shannon, but the picture I've attached is from the case. In 2016, Zachary Wilkes, he was on his way from Las Vegas and never showed up. They searched these roads but missed his car, which is circled. This happened in 2016, and they finally found his car in 2019. And they have searched this so many times, and the family states, how could we have missed this? We have searched this and searched this and searched this, and they don't understand. But these are the things that happens here, guys. And I want to make this, you know, that's as far as it will let me zoom. But this man was missing for over 3 years. He was on his way home. They didn't see any marks on the road, no slide marks, anything. And that's where he was. He stayed for 3 years. Heather says, look how long it took them to find Daniel Jeep, even though they haven't found him yet. I actually don't know about that case, I don't think. It's the bushes or smoke. Those are bushes. It's just, briars or something like that. But, you know, yes, he was found in his car 3 years later. I mean, well, his remains were found in the car. Caitlin, I'm not muted, honey. So, I just want you guys to remember that. And this goes for for searchers, for people searching for summer wells and everything. And this is why they tend to do, especially, um, in the eastern part of the United States and stuff, and where the vegetation is very grown up during the spring and summer and some of the fall. They tend to do it later fall and winter, or very, very, before the leaves and stuff come out. You can't see anything. Uh, well, if you see my, hold on, let me find it here. If you see my mouse right here, that's a wheel. That's a wheel, right? And here is, the bottom of the car. It looks like it's upside down. I don't know if it is or not, but, it just goes to show you that, what is it? It's a car that a person went off the road and was laid there for 3 years. Literally 3 years. So, it's just one of those things. All right, now let's go to that other article, because we were talking about how Sammy's story has changed a little bit. This is brought to you by The Sun. And this was on August 10th. And Kiely 16, and just pay very close attention to what is said here. Kiely, 16, was last seen at the end of the school year event outside Prosser Family Campground in the town of Truckee, California, just after midnight last Saturday. And this is video surveillance of Kiely Rodni on 8/5/22. Photos of this party. And, there's groups. I've heard people saying that this right here looks like it could be an altercation. But I've got a photo I'll find for you guys in a little bit. And there is a photo of a guy there, and he clearly looks at least, in my opinion, 35, 40 plus years old. Every bit of it, in my opinion. And sadly, the son does buy stories. I don't remember who sold the story. Um, I don't know where you find it, Vet Girl, where they buy the stories. Oh, okay. So, I believe Sammy, right? Yes. So I think Sammy Smith sold this story, if I'm correct, right? Yes. Yes. Sammy Smith. The credit is given to Sammy Smith, it appears. Okay. So Kylie's friend, Sammy Smith, shared footage from Friday night's party, which took place in public woodland area surrounding the campsite. The video shows dozens of teens gathered on the land surrounded by the trees with trash strewn around, including what appears to be empty alcohol bottles. In other in another scene, a group of youngsters are seen partying while a light from a cell phone is shining on them. The community has been hosting teen to teen talks without adults, including law enforcement, in an effort to get them to come forward with an relevant information about Kylie's disappearance. Sammy told the Sun, quote, I think a lot of them were scared to talk. They were engaging in illegal activity in the woods. It's like the uh it's like the Lord of the Flies space where they just can't be. It's like the Lord of the Flies space where they just can be. Is that a movie? I don't know. Sammy also says, quote, we've said over and over again, we're not investigating any of you. We're investigating with you in an investigation for a missing person. This isn't about things you shouldn't have done. But it's also hard because there are so many teenagers. What are their relationships like with their parents? That can define a lot of what they're going to say. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read this.
But it's also hard because there are so many teenagers. What are their relationships like with their parents? That can define a lot of what they're going to say. Are they used to hiding everything? They're afraid of the consequences or how they're going to be viewed, how their parents are going to react. But at this point, it's like, who cares? We need to find her. The son also understands that the teens were sometimes fighting during the evening and smoking weed as well as drinking alcohol. We We do not have any new leads, and that is very frustrating to us, Lieutenant Barnhart from Placer County Sheriff's Office said during a press conference on Wednesday afternoon. Law enforcement have now had more than 300 tips, but nothing solid to suggest what may have happened to Kiely. The FBI brought in around 50 personnel to help with the search, and officers have been knocking on doors and reviewing CCTV from stores, gas stations, and other businesses, along with ring camera footage from residents' homes. So far, police say nobody has come forward to say they saw her leave the party. Lieutenant Barnhart added he thinks someone knows something and is not coming forward. Kiely's phone has been off since 12:30 a.m. Saturday morning, police also said Wednesday. The teen had an iPad, which is at her family home, and her laptop is believed to have been in her car, which is still missing. Police have searched with dirt bikes, helicopters, and on foot and have found no evidence that Kiely went anywhere near her home. Police have searched with dirt bikes, helicopters, and on foot and have found no evidence that Kiely went anywhere near her home. An Amber Alert has not been issued as authorities say Kiely's case does not yet meet the criteria. The latest updates come just hours after detectives revealed a photo of Kiely captured on surveillance footage. She had been spotted on August 5th at 6:08 p.m. before she went missing. Kiely was wearing a black spaghetti strap bodysuit, green Dickies pants with a black grommet belt, along with a pair of black Vans. It feels surreal. Kiely's mother, Lindsay Rodney Neiman, said she knew her daughter was going to party in the woods, but wasn't concerned. There have been parties there every weekend for years, she told the U.S. Sun. It feels like a safe spot. It's a campground, with paved roads, they can sleep overnight if they want to. This community feels very safe, this kind of thing does not happen here. It feels surreal. These statements follow a video message Lindsay had posted on Facebook, pleading for the public's help to locate her daughter. We just want her home. We're so scared, and we miss her so much, and we love her so much. And Kiely, we love you, and if you see this, please just come home, the emotional mother said, fighting back tears. I want nothing more than to hug you. And if anybody else out there, if you know where she is, if you know anything about where she might be, if you have any ideas or thoughts, please come forward and share them. Search ramped up. On Tuesday, a group of divers was called in to search a 90-foot dam at Prosser Creek Reservoir, about an hour away from Lake Tahoe, as the search for the missing teen ramped up. Volunteers met at the local recreation center, where her family is staying in a camper, and dozens more joined throughout the day. One loved one was heard saying, "We're gonna find her, we are gonna find her, we're not to be F***** ed with here." Personnel from the Hasty team were on scene at the 760-acre reservoir, a subgroup from Washoe County Sheriff's Office, which specializes in diving. They traveled from Reno and were by the reservoir on Tuesday around 9:50 a.m. The Placer County Sheriff's Office is not ruling out the possibility Kiely could have been abducted as her SUV also vanished. Officials are searching for Kiely's 2013 Honda CR-V, which has a California license plate of 8YUR 127.
So, my question is, did Sammy sell this? What did I do, Ella? Oh, no. Thank you, Crystal Richardson. My opinion is, Crystal Richards says, thank you for the super chat. My opinion was that some pervert, older person got away with her because she was drunk and delirious, alone, and maybe sad drunk or mad drunk. I mean, it's possible. Um, And it's sad to say, but sometimes a lot of these perverts or pedos will go to these parties where younger people are, and take advantage of a lot of these young girls as well. Um, it's just hard to know. This could be something that, even another girl thought she was hitting on, hitting on her boyfriend even. The son gets an interview with video and police are crying out for those. I don't know. Yeah, the son gets an interview with video and the police are crying out for those things. Yeah. Um, well, this is my question. If, in my opinion, if Sammy is her best friend, do you leave your best friend behind knowing that she is very intoxicated and that she has a car there? And when you are drunk and you are driving, that is a weapon when you are behind the wheel. I was hit by a drunk driver when I was 18 years old. So I really pay attention to these kind of stories. I was hit so hard. The guy that hit me was drunk and high off his ASS. He hit me so hard that on the driver's side, two of my wheels flew off and went down the street. So the guy had stole his mother's car, and his mother was literally dying of cancer. So never get behind the wheel if you are drinking. So I want to show you guys a couple things. And also, per law enforcement, the last ping of Kiely Rodni's was near Prosser Lake, right? But could it be possibly due to lost data that the phone continued to ping after 12:30 a.m.? The ping for the data points was near the water. It's hard to tell an exact point, uh, just as much on land as it is on water. Um, is it possible? Um, and I also saw this thing on Twitter that a few days Sweet Tea Biggie, thank you. In my opinion, Sammy shouldn't be leading the teen to teen meets because she could omit or cherry pick what she says to law enforcement that could possibly implicate her. I agree with that 1000%. Um, but also, maybe law enforcement knows that she may not be involved. I mean, law enforcement knows more than we know as well. But to me, it just seems very strange with her. Yes, no car, no body means possible water recovery. Yes. Um, when you are young, no one thinks this is going to happen. What did crazy things? We did crazy things in the military. This was a senior party and they were starting their lives. Yes, but I'm trying to find that photo of this much older man at the party, in my opinion. But someone shared this on Twitter. Someone posted this to Snapchat in Truckee, California on 8/2/22. And it says, I want to commit a crime. And to me, that looks like a hotel room, if you ask me. And why would someone post that? And to me, when I think Snapchat, I mean, I don't use Snapchat. I've never used Snapchat. Um, I know a lot of people use Snapchat, but I think when I think Snapchat, I think of someone young, personally. And when someone, especially kind of like writes in this kind of font and stuff, I think of someone young, but I also feel like they are in a hotel or motel. I do not know who posted this. I don't know. This was posted to Twitter. So, oh, weird, especially choice of font. Yes. I took the screenshot on 8/8 while browsing the Snap map. The Snap creator was not listed. It's highly likely that it's unrelated, but it was forwarded to law enforcement anyways, says this person. You go back to the can we review phone timeline? Yes, we can review yes, we can do that. But with this, what's the case? The Delphi, that was, in my opinion, it's Snapchat related, right? Snap Map can show location when following the chatter. Absolutely. That I do know, and I learned that. Hey, Courtney. Yes, I am. So, it's just one of those things that is very interesting to me. I just thought that was a little weird. You know what I mean? Um, so here's a little bit of a time frame. So this is the Kiely Rodni timeline. At 10 p.m., Kiely arrives at the party, right? 10 p.m. Thank you, Tara. 11 to 11:30, charges phone with Sammy, discusses Kiely driving, Sammy home, text mom about leaving at 12:15. So this is when Sammy says they were charging the phone, and she said there was more than just her and Sammy, or more than Sammy and Kiely in the car, but she doesn't say who was in the car, which to me that was very odd. Why didn't Sammy say, "Hey, it was Kiely, myself, and we'll make up a couple names, Joseph, Mary, and Jesus." Why didn't she name everyone that was in the car? Um so that was she said they were in the car at a time with more people. So from 11 to 11:30, they're there at the car. I would like to know if any other people around them saw them in the car. Kiely and Sammy say goodbye at 12:25. So 55 minutes later, approximately, from the time they are in the car, texting about, charging their phone, talking about leaving at 12:15, 55 minutes later, they say goodbye. 12:25 a.m. 12:36 a.m., which is 11 minutes later, Kiely called Sammy, and Sammy is in another friend's vehicle. You know something? This is what I think happened, in my opinion. I think, theoretically, in my opinion, Kiely and Sammy were going to go home together. And Sammy, for some reason, jumped in the car with some other people and just left. And she just left Kiely hanging, to be honest with you. Whether it was they didn't want Kiely in the car with them, and Sammy just said, "Fuck it, I'm going with these people. They may have weed. Might be a boy that they like, um, or something." And then Kylie's there all alone by herself. Maybe there was a weird guy, a weird group of guys hitting on Kiely while she was there. But nobody has been coming forward, which is strange. Maybe they're starting to come forward now more, but usually you can't keep teenagers quiet. So why is everyone being quiet? And that's at 12:36. The reported last sighting of Kiely Rodni is at 1:30 a.m. 1:30 a.m. And this is another thing I want to talk about. They say that there is approximately, 250 to 300. Is that correct? 250, 300. Some people say 200. Is that right? 200, 300. So let's just say, yeah, okay, let's just say that there is 200 people there, right? let's just say there was 200 people there. Everyone is 203, one even said close to 400. Okay. Let's just say that 200 people there. We'll do it a very low ball at 200. Now, these are people who, take pictures. It was 12:30. It wasn't 1:30. Did I say 1:30? The thing may have said 1:30. It was 12:30. I apologize for that. But let's just say that there is 200 people there. Let's just say that 75 of them took pictures, which to me is a very, very low amount of people. If just 75 people took pictures there. And I guarantee you more than 75 people took pictures and video and everything there, right? So if just 75 people, one second, hold on, I got a message and I need to make sure this is okay. Okay. So if the news is saying an abduction, yes. If 75 people took 10 pictures each, which is a low ball, a very low ball. 10 pictures is nothing. Usually people take 10 pictures of themselves, getting the right pose, right? Hey, Sparkcraft, thank you. I appreciate your membership. Thank you so much. That is 750 pictures at that one party. And this goes on for hours and hours and hours. You're telling me out of a low ball of 750 pictures, we don't see Kiely anywhere? Why are we not seeing pictures of her? Be Real, the new app, has a timer and a request and upload. Yes. I yet to see pics of Mag, Sammy, and Kiely at the party. That's exactly right. And that is the huge red flag that's in the room. So there's a lot of rumors, and these are just speculations, just rumors, and that's it. And we are going to be very clear about that. There are a lot of speculations and rumors that Kiely did. He has not said no. Were they drinking before the party? A photo at 6:30ish, and they showed up at 10. I have no idea about that. I mean, out of 750 pictures, thank you, Bailey. Out of 750 pictures, you're going to see someone in the background. You're going to see someone in the background. You're going to see her out of 750 pictures somewhere. So the rumor, and this is just a rumor, this has no credibility at all. This is just rumor that's going on in the town right now. Spoke to someone in the town. And they're saying that the rumor is Kiely's phone made it to the party But Kiely didn't. That is true, pecan pie. Just because the public has not seen pics doesn't mean there's not. But I will say this. I can't imagine 75 people minimum. We're saying minimum of 75 people who took photos, videos. Maybe was live on their Facebook, maybe was their Snapchat, YouTube, whatever. Well, listen, he did in the beginning, yes, he said Kylie's at the party. But were they, this is just a question, were they confirming she was at the party by her phone being there? Were they confirming it by a picture? Were they confirming it by saying because her friend saw her? I don't know. I just don't know why, I mean, like The Sun, all of these big, big magazines. I mean, I'm just telling you, they would pay real money. How far was she? Hold on. Having to go or anyone. How far was she? Um, people would be paying a ton of money, these big The Sun, all of them, for just one photo of her at the party. Kylie was with three girls. One in particular, no, she lied, was not with her 1-year-long friend, whom was with ex-boyfriend. Interview with newsman in parking lot dates later. From Mag's sister, and I have to say that Sammy, there are not that close of friends, and they are new friends, according to. How far she having to go? It's your. Yes, 12 miles from the party to her home, and we're gonna look at the maps and stuff. So here is some. Let me find it. Give me 2 seconds. I have so many articles, it's pathetic. Pulled up right now. God. I'm trying to find, I'm going to show you guys where the the cameras are located in the area. Where the hell is it? Hold on one second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fourth article. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. I don't understand why it's not showing it. All right, so I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to share the entire screen. Okay. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. Make sure it's big. All right. So we have the live Truckee Tahoe cams. And we're going to want to see what's going on in around town. Downtown Truckee webcam. We're going to go to these. Hold on. This is what I'll do. Truckee Chamber of Commerce. Live webcams. And you guys can view these too. As well, and I'll share them for you. And this is live. This is happening live in Truckee right now, right? So there are, I think, like 8 or 9 cameras at least in the area from the Chamber of Commerce and recorded. Absolutely, Vet Girl. 1000%. What's that, Stephanie? Sorry for the confusion. I meant as in asking you or anyone in the chat. I'm so sorry, sweet. Oh, honey, I don't know what you're even talking about. I'm sorry, Stephanie. I don't know what you mean, honey. I'm sorry. But it's, it's a beautiful area, right? Beautiful area. But, let's show you. I'm going to drop the, the links for these areas. But, if there is 200, 300 people in this area, they're going to show some cars. And Devious, that's, I don't know if her car was caught on any of these. Will you live in a beautiful area? Note. Years ago, my husband and I, we were going to move to a Northern California town called Ukiah. My husband had job, a very good job opportunity, but we decided not to. But I love Northern California. It's so beautiful. You totally know Ukiah. That's nice, Sherry. Love Ukiah. Um, Sammy said she knows where all the cameras are and she has not seen, Ukiah, Sandy. Oh, nice. I think Ukiah is an amazing place. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna drop this link in chat, and you guys can look at it. Oh shoot, sorry. You guys can look at it later. There's a ton. Um, they got I-80 at Donner Summit, I-80 at Castle Peak, North Star, Route 267, Highway 89, I-80 westbound, I-80 eastbound. Just a lot of. Catherine Nunez knows people who were at the party. Is Catherine Nunez in here? Thank you, Stephanie. Is Catherine Nunez in here? If Catherine is in here, hey Shannon. If Catherine's in here, Catherine, okay, there she is. There was just that there were more than 250 people there and that there were drugs going around and older guys there. There were definitely older guys there. Definitely older guys here. Catherine, would you be willing to come up? You don't have to show your face or anything. Um, you just take a link and you can just talk. You don't have to show your face. You just turn off the camera. Um, no pressure. But if you're willing to come up and speak, that would be great. But no pressure. So mods, let me know if I miss it, because it's on slow mode, so it may take more than a minute. Lights were strung up at the party, yes. So, is there an electrical source um, at this park, campsite, whatever, or was there a generator there? Catherine, if you Nunez, if you would like to come up, you are welcome to. We dropped you that StreamYard link. No pressure, but we would love to hear from you. You don't have to show your face if you do not want to. Um, some people are saying solar light. Some people are saying battery. Selena, she could have absolutely, been left alone, but I feel like there was a lot of foul play somewhere in this. I don't feel like she personally, went off the road or anything like that personally. But Catherine, if you would like to take a link, that is true. Tracy, you're absolutely right. I have a car that has an outlet in it as well. So you are absolutely correct on that. While we wait for that, um, hold on, and I want to talk to you guys about something else. Let me find it. Okay, that's not it. All right. Now we're going to do, or I'm going to show you guys, and this is brought to you by fox40.com. It is an interview. Oh, Catherine came up. Yay. Hold on one second. Hey, Catherine.
Hello.
How
I'm
are
just
you
going to
doing?
tell you with myself real quick, just so you know I'm a person.
Oh,
I'm
you're fine.
sorry.
You're
Sorry,
fine.
I have not really too much hair. I have cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I
Uh,
hope you get better.
so what I don't know much. Um, my niece is 26.
Uh-huh.
She actually had moved to Tahoe quite a few, maybe about 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
They moved from Tahoe to Reno, and then now has recently moved back to the Bay Area, say San Francisco kind of area. Well,
Uh-huh.
I spoke with her yesterday. She's now on a business trip, so I can't ask her anything else. But a friend of hers that does live in Tahoe still,
Uh-huh.
I personally know this girl. My niece grew up with her from the age of like 13 to 26. They're still friends.
Right.
Where she works, many of the other employees at her job were at this party, from my understanding. And she
Okay.
did bring her friend, I don't want to give her name,
Right. Don't give, yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
on voicemail. And I asked a few questions. She said she didn't know much, but what she did know was that there was more than 250 people there.
Wow.
And they were ranging from high school students to, yes, probably around 40-year-old men.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they did confirm that there was some, because a lot of people do go in vacation out there, and the party was being announced for like a month before, and there was flyers handed out.
Wow. So this was like a real end of summer bash.
Yes, but
Right.
they didn't believe it was going to get this out of hand to where it was going to go as far as the Bay Area to Fresno. I heard Reno. I heard a lot of other areas that did go out there. Sacramento. I did hear from her that yes, it is true. It did get out of hand, but they did put flyers out. I heard about the party about a month before, and through social media, their little accounts.
Do you know who was organizing this party?
I don't. And she said she didn't know too much because she didn't get into it too much with the employees, just kind of what the employees that she works with have told her. And I don't know the ages of the employees that she works with. I just know that they did tell her that they were there.
Right.
So
And did anyone see Kiely? Did did you
from,
hear of
from
anyone
my
Kiely?
understanding, no. And when I asked her, what do you think happened to her? Because in my opinion,
Right.
the first thing is the water. But
Right.
um, they said it is not uncommon for if you're under the influence of something, because my understanding there was other things there.
I'm sure there was in my opinion, probably every drug under the sun there.
And that's what I heard.
Right.
And that older guys will try to get the younger ones or
Absolutely.
females in general that are under the influence to go with them.
Right.
So they said it could be possible that that's what happened.
Hmm.
It's not uncommon for over out there, and it's not uncommon for the older people, they said, to go there with the substances because they know that once they give it out for free, that once people tried it, then they can possibly sell it and make money from other people that are there.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. It's strange to me that everyone's got their phone there and people are taking pictures everywhere, and I just have not seen nobody has shown a photo of this young
well,
woman.
when I asked my niece and them, and because don't get me wrong, I know the younger generation. I have 3 kids of my own. My son, it was the same as kind of like what Kiely was. He graduated from a charter school also at the age of 16, went to college in Humboldt County at 17. I
Mhm.
was scared, and believe me, and he was very open about everything with me, but I see it happening with the younger kids, and especially in those areas and away from home,
Mhm.
um, that they're scared. They don't want to come forward because of what they probably was doing that their parents and family do not know about. Is from my understanding from my niece and them is that they're probably scared
Yeah.
because they have no idea what they're doing behind the scenes and they don't want the videos coming out. But
Like, of
like,
their
like
parents know that they were doing drugs and that kinda thing? Is that
yeah,
what you mean? Okay.
supposedly for my niece it says that a lot of the parents don't know what their kids are doing, so they're afraid if videos come out. But that's supposedly. I
Right.
have
I
that.
hope that the parents, like, talk to their kids and just say, "Listen," like, I was a kid once or whatever, and I went to parties, and you may have done something, but, like, "Listen, this is very serious. You've got to talk," you know? I hope.
And that's what I instilled, like I said, with my son when he went away at such a young age, because he was, like I said, same as her, so young, went away to college. I wasn't going to hold him back, but
Right.
I told him, if anything, if you get to do anything, or let me know so I know. He called me almost every single day. I kept a very open relationship, and
Right.
especially with him being a minor, and he was in a home where that we rented with kids that were older than him too. So it, I just left it to where he was very open with me, and I told him that I wasn't gonna be hard on him, but of course I could tell him right and wrong.
Of course, of course. Yeah, of
And,
course.
and thank God he graduated. He got his master's. He I had no issues, but the parents just got to let their kids know that they have to be open with them.
Yes. Absolutely.
Unfortunately, things like my niece said, you get something from someone that you don't know and you don't know what's in it.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, and there's and sadly at 16, there's a lot of peer pressure,
yes. And like,
and whether they wanna do it or not, they sometimes they're pressed, and especially being under the influence as well, they don't they're not used to being under the influence at 16, really. Um,
Correct. And the only thing that I had the problems with, like as far as with my nieces or my kids, was my niece one time under the age 16 was scared to call my sister, but called me. She was in the hospital for blood alcohol poisoning from a
Right.
party. And I automatically, because she begged me not to tell my sister, I automatically told her as a parent, I have to,
Yeah.
you know. So I automatically called my sister, and I stayed with her at the hospital instead of my sister. My sister went there and then left. But I've been with my nieces and nephews. If you don't feel comfortable going to your parents, go to me or my other sisters or another family member. Just so somebody knows how to help.
I kind of wonder if, and someone I think just wrote in chat a minute ago that, could she have, you know, is it possible she could have OD'd or even OD'd on alcohol? And,
Possibly.
and everyone panicked. And is that why everyone is being quiet? Because nobody said or did anything, so everyone is keeping it very hush hush.
That is a possibility. I asked my niece about that also, and she said that it is a possibility because the amount of alcohol, and I heard it, from, like I said, from my niece's friend that I've known since she was 13.
Right.
Her coworkers has said not only besides beer, there was hard alcohol, there was numerous substances. So it is a possibility that something happened and people got scared. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There just was so much going on from what she said that she heard
Mm-hmm.
that, but no one knew. Like, they personally didn't know or see her, from my understanding,
Mm-hmm.
because I asked them. And my niece's friend said that she doesn't remember them ever mentioning her until the news came out.
Like, what do you mean? Like, anyone mentioning her that she was there? Is that what you mean by that?
Like mentioning, like they personally seen her, like, because there was just so many people, and
Right.
their friends, so they stuck with their friends, and so they didn't personally see her, is my understanding.
Did your niece say what she thought could have happened or what else was going on?
She thinks that, in her opinion, like I said,
Right.
is
It's all opinions, of course. Yes.
opinion, is that she was under the influence, of
Mm-hmm.
course, of alcohol, maybe something else, and possibly let somebody get in her vehicle and drive her, or she was passed, who knows, she could have been passed out and someone did, or she just said there was just so many older people there that you just don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And
she could be this. I mean, there's so many possibilities in this case. It is unbelievable. I mean, there could have been an older man there who said he was going to drive her home, and he drove to his house. The car's in the garage, and she woke up the next morning in somebody's house. You know what I mean? I mean, you just don't know.
yeah.
That's just the thing, I mean, this could be, or it could be something like a Natalie Holloway case, where she was under the influence and she was young. I mean, Kiely, she was like what, 115 pounds,
Yes.
soaking wet.
When I said to my niece, as I said, I have a feeling, just me personally, my opinion is that either one of the waters, lakes, rivers, just anything there, or off the road where they haven't been able to find. But as far as my 26-year-old niece, but she's younger than me, of course, um, her opinion's more she let somebody she thought could take her drive her car,
Yeah.
or somebody did drive her car with her. So
Right. And sadly, like whenever a lot of people, especially, they drink alcohol, they can they can throw up and they can aspirate. It's a very common thing with alcoholics.
yeah,
Um,
because that's
so
what's happening with my niece. Like I said, my 16-year-old niece that with the blood alcohol poisoning. Um,
yes,
when the hospital called me, they said that she could have died because she was aspirating on her own vomit.
yes. I mean, you probably don't know this about me, but I know a lot of people. I used to work at a funeral home, so I've seen a lot of it.
Yeah,
You know.
I've been actually following you and Molly
Oh,
very
okay.
closely. I
Oh,
was on KC's for like one day and I got off hers after that first day and switched over and I was never went back.
oh, thank you. You're very kind. You're very kind.
She just, yeah, she rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been following you and Molly for a while now.
Oh,
But
thank you, Catherine. If my email is in every description in my videos, if
mhm.
if you feel like it and if you have time, if you can email me, I will give you my phone number.
Okay.
And if you hear anything else, if you talk to your niece and any of them,
Yeah,
and
she should from her business trip by next weekend. She's supposed to come back and I'll have her get a hold of her friend that I know and see if she can kind of milk whatever more information she can out of the employees. Um, I think she just probably didn't want to let it herself look too pushy because she wasn't there.
right, right. No, I understand. I understand.
I'll see if I could find out anything else, but that's just all that she knew.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
there's just so many possibilities, and my heart just goes out to her loved ones.
yeah.
It's every parent's worst nightmare.
Oh yes. 100%. I still, my youngest, the one that went to Wake College, he's 27 now, 28, and they don't live at home anymore. My oldest is 32, and I still all the time call him worry. Oh, oh, I know you went to a concert. Were you drinking? Did you drive? Did you? Yeah, it never goes away.
Yeah. You know, Cinders here makes a very good point. Could she have been that intoxicated if she was able to text coherently, unless she was texting while driving and went into the lake? I mean, I don't know about that part, but could she, because she text,
In my opinion, no, because I mean, I know like if I've ever gotten even a little bit tipsy, my texts don't come out, or and spell
right?
check it doesn't exactly do very well these
Yeah,
days.
spell check that can't even find out what we're trying to say. Drinking too
Half
much.
the time when we're sober. So, I mean, I wouldn't think so unless, and like my niece said, possibly someone had her phone and was doing the texting for her.
Yeah. Who
So,
was texting for her, if you can tell?
yeah, so it's hard to say,
It is hard.
unfortunately. But if I hear anything, then I'll let you know, Justin.
Okay. Thank you, Catherine. If you don't mind emailing me, I'll appreciate it and I'll give you my phone number.
Okay. Yeah, if I
All
hear
right.
anything, And I constantly watch, like I said, I got nothing to do. I just sit and watch you
Well,
guys' channels all
well,
day and
thank you.
therapy.
And so many in the chat right now are sending you healing prayers and healing vibes. So
Thank you. Okay,
take
and I'll continue to
care.
watch. All right.
Thank you, Catherine. Have a good
All right.
day.
You
Bye
too.
bye. Well, that was very interesting, and we appreciate Catherine for coming up, and we are sending her healing vibes to say the least, and hopefully, she can find, you know, something else. Last ping was by the water at 12:30 per law enforcement. That is correct. Yes, I said 1:30 earlier, and I didn't mean 1:30. So, um, let's see here. What else do we got? Okay, I need to clear some of my tabs. That was very interesting. That one looked larger to me. Thoughts. Um, people. Cold Creek runs along there. Let me see if I can. Here's Twitter. Was there a press? No, there was no press release today. Actually, I'll just show you guys this. Today is the 14th, and this is what they released today. 8:14. Today is day 9 of the search for 16-year-old Kiely Rodni. The Placer County Sheriff's Office and Nevada County Sheriff's Office continue to deploy numerous resources to locate Kiely and her vehicle. Kiely was reported missing on October 6th after she attended a party with 200 to 300 juveniles and young adults at the Prosser County or family campground in Nevada County. Searchers from across the state continue the research on the ground, in the air, and in the water. We only have information on Kiely's last known location before she went missing. Detectives from local, state, and federal agencies continue to follow up on the leads and conduct interviews. The figures outlined above are reflective of investigative and search and rescue efforts from August 13th. There will be no press conference or community meetings held today. And that is the only thing that they did say. So, I knew I would, yeah, I mean, she was, you know, a buck 15, if that. And, it's just, it wouldn't take much to get her, you know, drunk or, and she seemed like a very responsible young lady considering, um, her age. Okay, here's that. I'm going to show you guys an interview from Fox 40, and this is for Kiely Rodni.
Fox 40 has team coverage in the search for Kiely tonight. Eric Rucker is live in Truckee, where loved ones
Let me
are
know if it's
desperate for answers
let me know if
on the
it's
missing teen
echoing.
whereabouts. But we'll get started tonight with Rowena Shaddix live in Reno. And Row, we know that you spoke exclusively with Kiely's close friend and her boyfriend, who checked some of the locations where they know that that teen spent time before.
Right. Nikki and Eric, her boyfriend Jagger took us to this location. You could look behind me and see the beautiful lights of downtown Reno. He said they loved spending hours up here. In fact, one time they were locked in. The gates were locked behind them, that they ended up spending the night in their car. Now, her friends described her as a very strong woman. She was a fighter, and they said definitely they are confident that she is still alive. It's been 5 days since Kiely Rodni's boyfriend, Jagger Westfall, has heard from her. He says they texted each other before she left for a senior farewell party at the Prosser family campground, the last place anyone, so far, has reported seeing her.
Then at 10:30, she responded to what I was saying and just said, "Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that," and that was the last I heard from her.
Kiely's close friend Kate Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday, just hours before she disappeared.
The day of the party, I hung out with her, we made creme brulee. She was, everything was wrong. I don't think she went there. I wouldn't notice if something was slightly off.
While law enforcement, including the FBI, continued their search today in and around Prosser Campground and Reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno to do their own search for Kiely. They don't believe she's still in Truckee. Kate said the day before the party, she and Kiely and some friends came to Reno to have some fun. Reno was also a place that Jagger said he and Kiely could get away and have some special time here. They welcomed Fox 40 to go along with them as they headed to the hills, a place where Jagger and Kiely have spent countless hours.
This was definitely one of our most frequented places in Reno.
So this is where Jagger and Kiely said they like to spend their time together.
Like, and there's barely ever anyone here.
They say if Kiely ended up with the wrong crowd that night, they're confident she can take care of herself.
Her dad taught her a lot of stuff about like self-defense, things like that. I taught her how to get out of sticky situations. And I know that she's smart. She wouldn't do something that's gonna like definitely put her life in risk.
Everything I know about Kiely, she's just an amazing person. She's strong. She's not dumb. She's not gonna do something that she knows is gonna put herself in danger.
I really need her back, and I mainly just need to know that she's safe. That's all I really need at this point, and I just really want to hug her again.
Now, we know that Jagger is staying with Kiely's mom tonight. If they are tuned in, we wish them well after a long day of searches. And Jagger just wants everyone to know that people are out there that know something. He encourages them to give the Placer County Sheriff's Office a call. You can stay anonymous. Reporting live from Reno tonight, Rowena Shaddix, Fox 40 News.
Who are the happiest?
So, Jagger thinks that, somebody knows something. He was 4 hours away. He was informed the next day, yes. And he, according to this interview, he said the last thing Kiely said to him was, I'm sorry you're upset about that, or upset about something. Or you're having a hard time with that or something. I can't remember. There was no sound on the video. Is that true? Or was there sound? I mean, maybe she was driving to her. No, I don't think she would be. Okay, there was sound. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah. It's they're young kids. It's very crazy. Was learning to drive through on the way to the lodge. Um, this was, I thought this was interesting. This photo right here is the tunnel that Kiely was learning to drive through on the way to the lodge, it says. I thought that was very interesting. Looks like it's very old. I think there's like a train. The infamous tunnel Kiely was learning to drive through on the way to the lodge. Talk about a crazy drive home. Seriously. I wish we had better luck, but I hope this helps everyone to understand what it really was like to search out there. Drones and helicopters are useless in much of the area. It's been circulating. Her mom took a video of Kiely driving through it for the first time. I'm sure she could drive before that and probably anything with the motor. Turning from one angle on a one-lane built-up gravel road into a narrow tunnel in pitch dark would be challenging for an experienced sober driver. That's not the worst part of the driveway either. It's a Forest Road service. It's her way home from town. Certainly not a typical drive home. Yeah, so that is saw pictures of areas so dense. Yeah. It's definitely I don't know. Like, it was just a very short period of time when Sammy, you know, talked to her. I just get a bad feeling her leaving her allegedly. It doesn't sit right with me. They broke up months ago, but remain good friends. Yes, they did remain good friends. That is for sure. And you would think people would be talking about, bringing who gave Sammy a ride home might be relevant. Yes. Thank you for that. Who gave her a ride home? I would absolutely love to know. If anybody wants to come up before I leave, you're welcome to come up. Just be mindful of your time because there will be other people behind you. So if anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to come up. Just please use, in my opinion, and because we don't really have a lot of facts left regarding what has happened. So this is Coldstream Road, is the road her family lodges on. Cold Creek runs along that. There are a few bodies of water that could be referred to as Cold Creek Lake in Truckee. And as you can see, it's 18 minutes. 18 minutes. But there's also like Donner Lake, and it's just a real. And you see, I mean, like the road runs along Cold Creek Lake, but I don't know. Hey, Amy. There's my gal. How are you, Amy?
Do you see me? Do you see me? I'm all right. I'm just really in between all these different theories now. first I thought she was, she went down a hill and with her car, but I just think the more time that goes on, that if they don't see her car, I think that there's another scenario. You know what I mean? And the other thing, I'm starting to think that she's taken somewhere. I really feel like that there's just, I think it was a dark party. There was not enough lighting. Do they know about the lighting at this place? Was there enough lights, or is it just using car headlights to see things? I
It-
just, these parties, I've never seen parties like this. I grew up in a place where everything was like you go into inside a building, there was, you went to a house, you might have, you had food, these parties are crazy in my opinion. And I just think that these parents are acting in an egregious manner, and I think that they need to be held accountable if their kids aren't saying anything and that they have knowledge. I think
mhm.
this is outrageous, and these people never get closure. And I never said this before, but my parents, they're two doors down. You know who used to live next? Two doors down from my parents in New York. They live in New York now.
Mhm.
Natalie Holloway's uncle lived on my
Oh,
parents'
really?
street where they live now. And these people are still suffering. It's terrible. And the guy lived in New York, and to this day they are still suffering. So parents, please open your mouths because people don't get closure for
Yes.
these cases. It's terrible. So that's all I have to say. I just wanted you to say that about parents opening their mouth, saying something, and it's not worth it. You have to really monitor your kids now in today's day and age. Wake up,
Absolutely.
parents. Wake up and don't let your kids go to these parties. Don't. I'm sorry if you think they're going to rebel, but this is life and death now with all these kinds of drugs, and you don't know what's in them. So that's all I'll say. Let the next person go on. Have a good night,
Thank
Justin.
thank you, Amy. God
Bye.
bless you.
Take care. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye, you
You too,
too.
honey. Next, we have Warrior. Warrior, do you mind showing your face for just 2 seconds, please? Can you just turn your camera on? I can't see anything. Can you turn your camera on? Oh, I'm not seeing anything, Warrior. Okay. I'm not seeing anything on Warrior, so I'm gonna let Happy Life J come up. Hey, Happy Life.
Not seeing anything on Warrior, so I'm gonna
Hey,
do
uh,
Happy Life
Happy Life, if
Day.
you could turn off your YouTube and just stay in StreamYards.
Hey, Happy Life. Not seeing anything on I'm gonna do
I'm trying. There we go. Hey, LeBron James. No bark. That's enough. Hey. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do it right?
Okay, yes. How can we? Yes. How are you
Okay,
doing?
so I'm doing all right, but I want to give. Oh, hold on a minute, please. Okay, so sorry about my dog, y'all. Anyways, I don't want to be on camera, but I don't know how to turn it off or anything like that. But I want to say that if you look up, Justin,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that we had a a lot of people out here for the Sturgis motorcycle rally.
Do you live
Okay?
in the area?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
Been here all my life.
Okay.
Anyways, and I've got a 30-year-old, a 27-year-old, and then I have my 14, almost 15-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so there's a lot of things that go on out here, but like in the first couple of days of the rally, now if you look that up right now, you'll see that an Amber Alert was issued from Canada, Saskatchewan, Canada, for 2 children, not babies, but 2 children that had gone missing, abducted by dad or mom with boyfriend, and dad lived in Canada. I'm telling you, this is what blows my mind. Is this, if you pull up this story, KOTA News, and that's out of Black Hills, South Dakota, you pull up the story on there, you'll see within 2 hours and 11 minutes, one of the campgrounds, which is Glencoe Campground, one of the busiest concert venues and places that host partly the rally and stuff, they found those children.
Wow.
Now look how big of an event that is, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So my whole passion about this is the stance of Amber Alert. Even if you don't get any more information on this case, you coming on and doing this the way that you are, we have got to make changes. Every damn state, it should be federal law.
Yeah, I agree.
So I just
agree.
wanted you to take that. I mean, it had a very positive outcome. Homeland Security came and got him, and they kept the custody. Do you see it?
No, I haven't got the. I haven't been able to look it up. I can't look it up at the moment. I've got too many.
Anyways, yes, exactly. They have sex trafficking during the Sturgis motorcycle rally. They've got drugs. Oh, you have a lot of the same exact things that they're talking about went on at this college party. Yeah, you do have a ton of underage drinking and drugging and everything from heavy metal to rap music concerts all going on. People walking around drinking.
Yes.
So to me, it all falls within those important moments.
Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's
yeah, South
people's got to
Dakota.
speak. People have to speak. That's for certain.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say I really appreciate you because this is going to bring awareness, and I just felt the mom when she kept saying that this has to make change for her to think in the future that way. That I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm sorry. There's no way I will be able to do that.
Yes.
I would be too angry.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Happy Life, for coming up and sharing. I appreciate it. I've got 3 more behind
No,
me.
you're fine. I just wanted you, to look at a very same scenario.
Yes. I will definitely look that up and
okay.
may report on that. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
take care. Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Next we have Josh. Hey Josh, how are you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good.
Hey, yeah, I wanted to say, I know me and my wife follow you and Molly for a while now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just saying when you first brought this up the other day, or yesterday, a matter of fact. I know you said there was like a report out of Sacramento about a girl getting thrown in a CRV.
No, it wasn't.
Because even Sammy brought it up yesterday with that video you were playing.
Yeah, it was. There was. What was that? God, I can't even remember. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like that can't be a coincidence. Like,
yeah,
same
that
car, the girl wearing the same shirt.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like that one was some intoxicated guy, and it was like a very wealthy neighborhood. But some people were saying it was a hoax. Some people was saying, they're saying it's not related whatsoever. Is what they're saying.
I was just saying that can't be what a coincidence! Like, that comes
Mhm.
out around. And if I'm not too familiar with with California, I live in Philly, but
Right.
I know Sacramento. They said Sacramento to there is what, an hour?
Um, I think so, about an hour.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Approximately.
too big of a. I mean, in my opinion, that's kind of too big of an opinion to for the cops to not even try to go look into that.
I think they did look into it. I
Oh,
think that they did. Yeah. I think it was totally unrelated. I think when these things happen, we're all looking out for we're all suspicious of everything, you know what I mean? So we just have to, we're all, we're like, oh my God, is that it? Is that it? Is that it?
yeah,
But I think it was I don't think it was related, but it all had our guard up for a good minute, that's for certain.
yeah, yeah. I was sure. I didn't hear if they looked in or not. So I'm like, man, that's too big of a, an eye opener to not want to look into it.
Absolutely. I mean,
I'm, I'm a father.
if
Had a
if
daughter,
she's a
12.
go ahead. What
You
was
know,
that?
I said I'm a father of two. I have a daughter that's 12 years old. I'll go. I'm a truck driver, so I go crazy if something like that happened to me.
Yes. Yes. Well, Joshua, thank you so much for
All right,
coming up.
you
God
got
bless you and
all
your
right. All right.
family. Appreciate you watching us. And take good care on the road too.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Thank you, Josh. Good night. Next we have Mama. Can you turn your camera on, Mama? There we go. You can turn it off now, honey. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Excellent. Thank you.
Good. So I just had a few questions because earlier you were playing showing an article from Fox News,
Mm-hmm.
and it had mentioned that the mother
Mm-hmm.
said that she got a text at 12:15
Mm-hmm.
saying that she was on her way home, but the mother in an interview said, and this is where we get the 11:30 timeline, is that she never got a text after 11:30 when Kiely asked for that extension for her curfew.
Um,
It was
Let me look that back up. Hold
yeah, it
on.
was the 9th. It's like 5 days ago or something. So like the 9th. Fox News.
Um, where was that? Please look this up. Jesus, I've gotten so many emails just since this live. Let me
Mhm.
see here. Um, could one of the mods send that Fox interview back to me? I literally have so many emails just from the last 2 hours that I can't even find the damn thing, to be honest with
Here,
you.
I can put it in the private chat for you.
Oh, you put it in the private chat? Okay.
I did, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, Here, we'll pull that up. Okay. Ugh, ads. All right. And this is from the 9th.
Fox Nation presents two out of this World Series.
I don't need that. Okay. And you were referring to the
Yeah, if
mom
you scroll
saying,
down, it says I think it's further down. Further down.
She said she didn't notice anyone much older.
So
Okay.
it's just after that picture, I think.
We met a few strangers together and we
Oh,
both,
maybe even further down.
there was,
Here, let me check mine and see
let me
where
see
it is.
here.
Yeah, see, around 12:15 a.m., she texted her parents that she
Okay,
was heading
around,
home.
okay, yeah. So around 12:15 a.m., she texted her parents that she was heading home. However, according to her mother, yes, okay. So she, okay, now the other article that I was reading the other day, it said that she texted her mother to see if she could stay another hour, and her mother said yes. Wake me up when you get home.
Right. But she didn't get another text. She said that
Right, she woke up at 8:30 the next.
normally she would get a text to say she was on her way home, but that text never came.
Mhm.
So now I wonder,
So
where did they get this 12:15?
right, that's a good point.
Mhm.
So it was either bad reporting or it is they
I
know
just
something
like you
we
just
don't.
wonder why people are so confused because they get different information. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, but I did hear Sammy say that something about a text that probably didn't get put out. Oh,
Right.
and then Sammy also said something about her texting. They were going to text her mom to tell her that she couldn't find her friend and that's why they were going to be late. And that
Yeah.
text never got through. Or, you know what I mean? Like, so
Yes.
who knows? It could have been Sammy who told them this and that's where they got that from. But they did say it was the mom or the parents.
Yeah,
I don't know.
something
It's
is
just weird. But I
clearly.
don't believe that she got in her car and left anyway because like
Yes.
Chuck 420 in your chat said they're they the cops basically are saying, you know, like somebody saw her leave. If they really believe she had left, you know what I mean, they wouldn't be saying stuff like that. And if she was in her car and leaving, why wouldn't she turn her phone back on? Or why wouldn't she have her phone on? Or why wouldn't she plug in her phone?
Right. I mean, her phone had to be low if she was going to go to the car to charge it.
Exactly. So if she got in her car to leave, why wouldn't she plug in her phone? Most people
Exactly.
plug in their phone, you know, even just to listen to music.
Exactly.
So why would her phone go off? And her last location, the ping was in that area. So there's no way she could have, you know what I mean? That's why they don't think she left the area. It's just common sense.
Right. Um, so they was in that car, according to Sammy, about what, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So she would have been charging that the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So she texted her mom at 11:30, yes, and she asked, and
And
she
said she
said,
was leaving around 12:15. Yes.
yeah. She asked for about another hour or something, and her mom
Mm-hmm.
agreed. So, that's interesting. I'm gonna try to figure out the discrepancies on that and
Well, yeah,
see.
I think Fox News just like maybe worded it wrong, or you know what I mean, like just got the story wrong
Yeah.
when they were editing. But it's terrible
It, but
reporting.
it's, yeah, well, I
It's
mean, it's
confusing.
little things like this that makes a very big difference.
Absolutely.
Especially in things like this, and how people word them is it's very important. It's
Yeah.
very important.
Absolutely. And the little
Uh,
things that people are picking up. I mean, they're not wrong for asking questions. I mean,
oh,
nobody likes to blame, you know what I mean, lay blame, but I mean, it's just human nature to ask questions. You know?
yes. Now Elsa, which I have, has anybody like, I don't really hear a lot about Elsa. She says and she's been very open about it. She says that uh, she saw Kiely around 12 o'clock.
Right.
And okay, my timeline. Let's see what she says. My timeline: 11:30. Kiely texts mom to say she planned to leave in 45 minutes. That's correct. 12:15. Kiely and Sammy said goodbye directly. 12:30. Last seen. 12:33. Kiely phone turned off. 12:36. Kiely call Sammy to see if needs ride. How is this correct?
Well, exactly. I mean, that's just a given. But another thing that bothers me is Kiely only texted everybody else but called Sammy.
Yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
I like you. You're good at this. I
Thank
like it.
you. And I mean, there's
Um,
just so many things that bother me about Sammy's things, like
yeah, and
little things she says, like I was in the passenger seat, or we drank out of the same cup, or you know what I mean. She wasn't wearing those pants, and just
yeah,
little
but
things just stick with
yeah,
me, you know.
and who says? I mean, why would and that bothered me too. I mean, why was she saying we were drinking out of the same cup?
Well, to me, it means like just to throw people off. I mean,
I
to
mean,
me, it just means, well, she couldn't have been drugged because we were sipping out of the same cup. So, and I was fine. But I mean,
yeah,
and then
but
in one sense, she said she was so intoxicated she can't really remember. And then in another sense, you know what I mean? Well, I remember everything.
yeah, no, that's
Um,
it. That very much bothers me. Well, and then the other point is, why is she saying one time that there's these, crazy older men there and
yeah, but she's not
old
scared.
pervs and everything, and then I'm gonna
And she
I,
wants to stay, though, you know, she wants to stay.
yeah,
She
like
didn't go with her ride that she was
God,
supposed to go with.
yes, there's this, and they're talking a lot about this jewelry too.
Hmm.
And
Which is weird they brought it up after, like a few days after.
yes, not to, there was actually, which I meant to bring it up today, but I just had too much to talk about, to be honest with you. Um, there was like in Sacramento or something, there was someone who was like, it was on Craigslist, and they was trying to sell this a very, very similar rope
Oh, on
necklace.
the rope chain. Yeah, but you see who posted that, right?
No, I didn't see that.
That
Is it?
was like Stephen Morris. He's a
I don't even know who that
YouTuber
is.
that has like posted fake news a lot.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay, well then that would be why.
yeah,
Okay.
so I just kind of just you know
Well, see, that's how misinformation gets, so I
yeah,
appreciate that.
absolutely. He's done it a
Um,
few times.
yeah, we don't want that. We are having
Hmm.
okay. This is interesting.
Sorry.
Tahoe teen to teen. We are having a Tahoe teen to teen meetup August 9th. Okay.
You know what I also find is really interesting is on the FBI um, flyer where they have the contact numbers for the embassy, Homeland Security, and um, I think those two were the ones, something like that. Which is, you don't really see that, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering if they're expanding their search maybe to the borders, and you know what
Oh
I
my
mean?
God, that would be insanity.
Hmm.
If I pray, God, I pray that that's
Yeah.
not the case. I'm scrolling so frantically right now. I'm trying to find that one. It's a black and white photo, and it's. Let me check this. I think I might have saved it over here. Let me check something. Um, it's a photo, and it's got a man in there, and he is clearly, in my opinion,
Oh,
a lot older.
the guy with the mustache?
I don't remember if he has a mustache. I really don't. Was this it? No. Okay, it's not it either. I can't find it right now, but it's a man, and he's definitely at the party, and he is, to me, he looks at least 40.
Right. That's what I thought when I saw, like, he had a hat on, but I distinctly
Yes.
remember a mustache, like a big caterpillar mustache.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
good looking.
Yes, and why hasn't or it maybe has Sammy said who was in the car
No.
with him?
She hasn't said anybody. Like, she said there's people in the car when they charge their phone. She hasn't said who
Yes.
drove her home. She hasn't said anything like that.
And why?
Right.
Why?
She named Mags, and she named Kate, and she named Jagger. You know what I mean? She
Mhm.
named other people. Why not name who she was with?
Yes. And there's other people camping out there,
Uh-huh.
right? It's the end of summer and everything.
Yeah.
So, they could have came over and seen, the party, and you just don't know how many you just don't know who you're dealing with in these parks, because there's a lot of
Absolutely.
people who are just they go from park to park, and they're living the
My oldest daughter's 31, and I let her go to Northern California. Not much I could do, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
she's really responsible. But I tell you, I was petrified the whole time. Petrified. You know, that area is so vast.
Yes.
You know, but
Yeah,
and I live in Canada, so
Sammy, she says, another thing she says, she was very overwhelmed, and she doesn't get overwhelmed very easily.
yeah,
She said,
underwhelmed
I she said,
normally.
"Yes, exactly." She's like, "I'm underwhelmed sometimes, but I'm not really overwhelmed." And she said even she was overwhelmed, and that makes me wonder.
Well, I don't just even her saying that I was underwhelmed. Like, those are the little nuances, the little tiny minute things that she says that just kind of I latch on to them, you know?
Yes. Yeah, words matter.
They really do.
Um,
Absolutely do.
yes, absolutely.
And the law
Okay.
enforcement have only confirmed three things, and that is she was last seen at the store, visually, like a picture.
Mhm.
She was at the party, and her phone pinged at 12:33.
You know, it's like this is the thing. So they're saying she was at the party.
Yeah, law enforcement said she was at the
Yes,
party.
they've said that.
So I have to assume they saw a picture over there because otherwise they only have the same facts we do.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, like, are they just saying that because her phone was there? Or are they saying that because her phone was there and Sammy says she was there?
What would law enforcement do that? I mean,
I'm
we're hoping they wouldn't. You know what I
I'm
mean?
hoping they wouldn't, absolutely. Like, I'm hoping that there is what we call a hard confirm, which means, there
Yes.
was actual eyes
Yes.
and a photo, at
Yes.
least two things to document that, hey, she
Absolutely.
really was there.
Right.
But, but we just have, from our eyes right now, we
Hmm.
just have her being at the store.
That's right. And
So,
her mom said that she told her that she was going to the party and that she texted her.
well, she was
But
going, but
even
she was,
then, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Those are
she
still
was,
text messages. She didn't
those are
actually
text
talk to her.
messages, no voice, yes.
Right.
But, she was originally going to go to
Yes.
the car show.
Yeah, her mom said she texted me that day to tell me she changed her mind.
Yes. Well, I think she texted her at the very last minute.
No, she said that day. But she didn't say just before, she said that day.
Okay,
So
I
I
heard
don't know.
last minute,
Hmm.
but that could be another reporting. I need to look more into that. Was it that day or last minute?
Even still, it was still text.
Yeah, it was still a text. But I want to know if, like, if she texted her the very last minute that she
Well,
was
yeah,
going to the car show
sure.
and then was going to the party, was there something in between there?
Well, and it could have been last minute, but she just said that day. You know what I mean? It could have been last minute. It could be right before or just after she left the store.
Right.
She said, you know what I mean? Could have been any time.
No, Paula. Sammy has not mentioned who drove her home. I'm wondering if it was the same persons that was in the car with them charging the phone.
Right, right. These unknown people, these mystery people that Sammy keeps talking about.
I have not seen the Be Real photo. I don't think I have, at least. I don't think I've seen the Be Real
That's the
photo.
black and white one from the car, isn't it? But it doesn't have anybody. I mean, it could have been the girls, but
Uh, keep going, these kids. Okay. Hold on, I think I just got something here. Ooh, hold on. I gotta check something.
mm-hmm.
Share. I gotta email me something so I can play it from here because I just got it by text message.
I don't know if you can hear my son running around behind me.
No, it's fine. I've got twins, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Why is it not sending? Okay, maybe I got it now. Send. Why is this not sending? Forward. Share. No. Oh my God. Hey, I see you. Can you send me that TikTok video because my email's tuckered out right now. Let me see if I can just type the damn thing. Bear with me, guys. I apologize. I'm trying to find this video. Let's see if I can. Yes.
I'm just going to jump down, Justin, because I have
Okay. Thank you,
to
honey.
my son here.
Appreciate it. See, thank you. You're always welcome up.
Okay, thank you. See you later. Have a good night.
You too, honey. Shit. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Email's not working, so I'm just going to try to type it. T dash C T R Y A X B N B /. Damn it. Didn't work. Hold on. H D P. Y B points. All right, it's not working. Hey, you're gonna have to send. Can you send that to me? I see you. What was just sent to me by text because it's not.
Is everyone I trust all this way?
Okay, I can't play that shit. Bear with me. I just got a video from. I wasn't planning on showing this. Did you send? Okay, thank you. I see you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Let's see what this is.
Artie, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be evidence of Rodney leaving. Artie, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be.
Okay, so this is a very, very short clip of. Thank you. Of the party that night. And as you can see here, it is very loud. There is a lot of people.
Artie, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be evidence of Rodney leaving. Artie, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be evidence of Rodney leaving. Artie, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this.
So as you can see, there's a lot of. Sammy said Kiely was living the single life as we used to say past tense. Yes. Yeah, I was trying to see if I can slow it down, but I don't know. It's not. Let me see if I can play it through a different media. It looked very intense there. That is for certain. And you can tell like they're we'll play that video again in just a second. You know, there appears to be a lot of lights, right? There is a lot of lights. But this man right here, uh, right here, he looks older to me. He definitely looks older to me. He looks like he's got a mustache and stuff. But you know, oh crap. You don't need to see my email. Let me check something.
Party. No cell phone clips have.
Okay, this is a much better quality. This one just was sent to me. Much better quality. Let me drop this stuff down. Share. Window.
Been turned in from this group. That could be evidence.
Look at all the people, guys.
Of Rodney leaving. Party. No cell phone clips have been turned in from this group. That could be evidence of Rodney leaving.
This guy right here. Shit. The guy here in the white, right here. Like he's definitely yelling, but there's a lot of people yelling. No, I'm not saying the mustache man is suspect or anything like that. What I'm saying is he looks a lot older than the rest of them is all I'm saying.
Party. No cell phone clips have been turned in from this group. That could be evidence.
Is that a woman?
Of Rodney leaving. Party. No cell phone clips have been turned in from this group. That could be evidence of Rodney leaving. Party. No cell phone clips have been turned in from this group. That could be evidence of Rodney leaving. Party. No cell phone clips have been turned in from this group. That could be evidence of Rodney leaving.
There is so many people there, guys. Oh my god. There had to be a fight or something. I mean, there was just like that would have like I would have been so out of my comfort zone. Chanting people on a chug. Yeah, that could, that could be like a chug 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 kind of thing. Talking about the amount of adults there. Yes. Yes. Could be maybe hazing, I don't know. You can hear the screaming in the background. Totally. Yes, whatever going on is intense.
Party, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be evidence of Rodney leaving. Party, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be evidence of Rodney leaving. Party, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be evidence of Rodney leaving. Party, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be evidence of Rodney leaving. Party, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be evidence of Rodney leaving.
If anybody has, yeah, it definitely looks like a bunch of guys. Anybody has any media or any information, they are welcome to send it to me. I was going to show the maps and stuff, but I've been here 3 hours, so I don't want to make it like too crazy. Area 51 flights. Sorry, I'm getting some more pictures. Maybe. Oh no, that's another video. Okay, don't need that. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to. What is this? All right, I think I'm going to end this for tonight. Oh, Camilla wants to come up. Okay, yes, Camilla can come up, and then I will end it. Camilla, you're welcome to come up, or anybody else if they want to come up, you're welcome to come up.
Party, no cell phone clips have been turned in from this group that could be evidence of Rodney leaving.
Need to figure out. Need to slow this down. And let's see, we're waiting for Camilla. For Riley's parents didn't kill. Oh yeah, there's definitely more to the interview. Her phones fell between seats and console. We don't know that. Thank you, Bailey. Please put in my opinion or allegedly if you don't know it is a fact. It's very important. Hey, Camilla. Sorry. How are you, Camilla?
Hey, Justin.
How are you, honey? Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you, dear. Can you hear me? Camilla? Can you hear me, dear?
Can you hear me, Justin?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Thanks for my reply today. I emailed you. I just wanted to say that if we don't learn anything else, we need to make sure that our kids, because Lord, I was a hellion no matter what my mother taught me, or, when I got my license, I thought I knew everything. But the buddy system, we got to hang on to the buddy, get our kids the buddy system. You never leave a friend. You
It's
never, just like a
yes.
DD. If you're going to have a DD one night, that's their role. You don't leave anybody behind.
That's exactly right. it's very important to have a buddy system, especially small kids and especially women, especially women. But it doesn't matter if you're like if you are out drinking, you make sure everyone is
buddy system,
oh,
especially small
you're
kids,
echoing.
especially women. Especially women. Like if you
Camilla,
are
can
out
you
drinking, you make
exit out
sure
of your YouTube?
everyone is.
I had to mute her. Camilla, if you can exit out of your YouTube.
How's that?
There you go. That's better. I think. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, but the buddy system is extremely important. Um, being an adult requires responsibility, and doing anything such as drinking or doing anything like that, we have to be responsible of our own selves, and we have to make sure we have to watch out for people who may have overdid it,
Right.
um, and to make sure that they are in their bed at the end of the night safely. And it
Right.
doesn't matter if there's a cab or a friend or a hotel room is involved, get them to a safe bed, you know.
Yes, exactly. And I'm not condoning either. I have an 18-year-old son, but he can wake me up at 1 o'clock in the morning and say, "Mom, I just got a call from a friend. Can they come here and spend the night and then leave in the morning and go home so they won't get in trouble?" And
Right.
I don't want to say no because I don't want to discourage it and not give them that way out. But
Absolutely.
we got to have a they're what's coming up next, so we need to teach them not just be out for number one, but we got to look out for each other.
Yes. Well, nowadays, it's everything. There is really no privacy at parties anymore. You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
back then, if you took a picture, you was winding a camera or a damn Polaroid popped out.
Exactly. There wasn't no damn phones. A flip phone wasn't even around then.
Right. Now it can be literally around the world instantly. Like it's
Exactly.
uploaded, it's around the world.
I know.
So,
It's just I tease him all the time. I'm like, "You killed me." I said, "There ain't. I wouldn't have snapped one picture where I was. I didn't want my mother or dad to know where I was, what I was doing, or how fast I was driving."
yes, that's exactly
But I
exactly
just,
it.
and then being honest with your kids about what you did.
Absolutely.
It because making one mistake or is not gonna make them a
No,
bad
I want
kid.
my kids to come to me. I want my kids to
Yeah,
come to me.
right. And
Uh,
to learn, and just
yes.
it be a lesson instead of a punishment
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I'd rather them know that they can come to me and them be at least I know that they're safe with me, and rather
Exactly.
than some other friend who, doesn't put it in their hands or leaves them on the side of a road or in a ditch somewhere, you know what I mean? So,
Right. I mean, if I had a friend and we were supposed to ride home together and I call and I see not even call her, may not even leave. If I see that she can't drive, I'm not just looking out for how I'm going to get home. Then I'm sticking with her and we're going to find a way home to get,
mhm,
together. You just don't can't, you just
mhm.
can't leave your friends and not know for sure that they're not going to try to drive or not get picked up by somebody they don't know very well and get a ride.
Yes.
Mhm.
I want to talk about this comment Heather said. She wrote it as a fact, and I want to make sure that um, if this is a fact, Heather, then you need to call the police because and I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful because that's not who I am, but she wrote this as a fact, and we need to write "in my opinion" or allegedly, so that there's no misinformation, because I don't want to be one of those YouTube channels who is putting misinformation out and the family, hate me for the rest of their lives, because this is an opinion, if you don't know this, if you weren't there, because she wrote Kiely OD'd very early in the party. The kids don't want the person who gave her the drugs to go to jail, so that's why they are trying to hush everyone. That could, I mean, she may know this, but you know, I don't, and I don't want 1,000, I don't want 1,600 people in here to see this and then it go to the next channel. I mean, it does seem like something that could potentially
Yeah,
allegedly happen.
I mean, anything's plausible, just
Yes,
not fact,
yes.
unless we know. No.
Okay, Gabby, I'll drop you my email. I mean, and Heather, you may have been there, and if you were there, come on up. But I just want to be so respectful to this family, because this is hell for them right now.
Oh
It
my
is
gosh. Yeah.
absolute unadulterated hell for them right now. And I would be pissed at a
Yes.
YouTuber spreading all of this stuff, just, you know what I mean? So I don't want to be that YouTuber, you know what I mean? And I mean no disrespect to you, Heather, whatsoever. I promise on the Bible. I don't mean any disrespect to you whatsoever. I just don't want okay. So we're getting a little bit of information. One second here. That is developing. It just dropped 9 minutes ago. Thank you for telling me. One
Justin,
second.
I'll go because I know you're busy, but I just
Okay.
wanted to thank you for everything that you're
Thank
doing,
you.
the way you always keep it classy and, respectful of everyone. And I'll,
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you,
here.
my
I'm
love.
here to stay. So if you ever need
Appreciate that.
anything, ever find yourself in Mississippi, you got a place.
Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate it.
All right. Good
You take
night.
care of yourself. Good night, honey. Um, Thank you for coming up. So let me read this. And I just want to thank Brenda for letting me know this update. Um, and it says, Placer County Sheriff, we have developed information that Kiely was seen in a video earlier in the evening at a party wearing the white sweatshirt pictured in this photo. It's unclear whether Kiely was wearing the sweatshirt when she was last seen. And this is a white and pink um, sweatshirt that says "Odd Future." Your friends just don't leave you behind. Those are not her friends. It's a crazy story. It's so sad that she called her friends that would do that. Yes. Um, and Heather, who I was talking to just a moment ago, she could be referring to something like this, that earlier in the evening. It says more here. Let's see what this says. Um, okay. Now this is let me show you guys this. Via Facebook, Placer County Sheriff, this dropped 16 minutes ago. We have developed information that Kiely was last seen in a video earlier in the evening at the party. So now we know that Kiely was at that party. They have a video of her. So now we know that she was there in a white sweatshirt pictured in this photo. It's unclear whether Kiely was wearing the sweatshirt when she was last seen. We are asking anyone who may remember seeing Kiely that evening to please reach out to us as we continue our search. We urge anyone who may have information about Kiely to please submit tips online at sheriff underscore Tahoe invest invest tips tips at placer.gov, or call our tip line. You can remain anonymous at 5308 or excuse me, correction, 530-581-6320 and hit option 7. That shows you how much they are willing to just get any information. You can remain absolutely anonymous. You could have been at that party and say, listen, I don't want my name involved, but this is what I know. I know that I saw this, or I have this video, I have this photo, I have this picture, and I will share it with you. You don't need to know my name. You don't need to know my address. This is what I know. That's all they're asking. But they're saying that Kiely was wearing this. That's a good question. Sounds pretty suspect that Sammy didn't know her friend's hoodie. They should also ask info. Anyone else wearing it that night might link her to the person she was with. Absolutely, CD. Justin, why the hell did Sammy lie about what she was wearing? And Nikita says something. Sammy swore what she was wearing, though. So now it's different. And that's the thing. Either Sammy was out of it and didn't know what the hell was going on, but so no black hoodie, which is what we was thinking the entire time until they got. Oh, thank you, Boots Walking. You're very kind. Until they actually got a video of Kiely wearing this hoodie, and it was different. But Mama the Boss, she could have absolutely changed hoodies. And that's why they are saying it was seen very early in the party that she was wearing this. She may have gotten cold. She may have thrown up on it and got a different hoodie. She may have had a different hoodie in her car. I don't know, but it's just another thing that if Sammy was with her most of the party, as she says, right? They were just maybe not together just a few minutes at a time, you know. Why didn't she know that she was wearing this? Maybe we're missing something that, Sammy just hasn't said yet. But it still makes you wonder, why she didn't see her in this. I mean, she could have had this in. What the hell was she? I forget what she was wearing. Like a. What was she wearing in the? It was like a black hoodie before. I'm gonna look here and see if the Placer County has dropped anything else. You know, um, at the in the last video that at the store, she's wearing this black spaghetti, strap like a wife beater. I'm not playing the sound at the moment. I'm sorry, but I'm just looking at this, at this shirt. So she would have worn this, and this was what, at 6 something in the evening. Um, she was like wearing this, right? Or something like it. And then she goes from wearing that to this, which it says was wearing at the party, at least in the beginning of the party. That's Mag's. Yeah, was it you talk about Magdalene? Mags went with her, and why not mention this? I don't know. Justin, she was loaned the black hoodie the day before, but there was nothing saying she was ever wearing it at the party. The black bodysuit is what Sammy said she was wearing. The black bodysuit. She was loaned the black hoodie the day before. Who was she loaned it by? Who loaned her that black hoodie? Yes. Does either hoodie belong by someone else? Kiely was wearing a black bodysuit, green Dickie mags, left 10 minutes after. Green Dickie mags left 10 minutes after getting there. I want to be digging on this story all night. This thing has me like crazy right now. Skater hoodies. She was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy." She wasn't good enough for her. Buzzer. Why is my sound not working right? I haven't used my sounds all day.
Excuse me, bitch.
Okay. I jumped, scared me. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. I didn't think it was working. Urgent, check your email. Sent you a screenshot. I am on it, Princess Jasmine. Okay. Poshmark in Reno. 1 second. Let me look at this. Odd future. Wait. Okay. So, someone put in the chat, Lucy did. She said that you could buy. Hold on 1 second. Make sure I'm looking at the same email. Are you, Jasmine? You're Pam, right? I hate to say that like that, but I'm providing a source right now. Lucy is right about this. Guys, hold on. I gotta go turn my air off, and I gotta pee. I'm so sorry. I've gotta pee. I'm gonna die. Here, okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so this can Lucy said, Lucy, are you from the area? I don't know what she's saying. Someone weird and kind of scary. I'm looking at what people are saying. The hoodie was updated in the app 41 minutes ago. What do you mean the hoodie was updated in the app 41 minutes ago? Trying to find her. No, Nicole, you can Nanook, you can come back up and you can come up. Lucy, if you want to come up, you're welcome to, and Nanook, you're welcome to come up. Anybody can come up right now if you want. Where was that? The hoodie brand has a Facebook site also. Yeah. Well, here it's I did Google it, and you can buy it on Poshmark, and Lucy said you could buy it in Reno too.
It's me.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Because it says use closed. Okay. Um, what's up, my dear?
I actually way earlier in the live, I mentioned a case, and there was a young lady asking me about the case, and she was like, I haven't heard about that. But this case that you're talking about reminds me so much of the Lauren Agee case. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
Lauren Agee went to Wave Fest, I think it was called, with her best friend and two guy friends. And they got a campsite that was like on a cliff area. And they all supposedly went to sleep. And the next morning, they woke up and couldn't find Lauren. Said that they heard her wake up in the middle of the night, said she had to go to the restroom, and they all went back to sleep. And then the next day, some fishermen found her in the water, and she was deceased. But things did not add up. It seemed like one of the gentlemen that was with them in the campsite, tried to be aggressive and maybe accidentally did something, and they just threw her over the cliff because the way that her body landed in the water and the way it went did not add up with the story they were saying. And just I don't know, because I'm a weirdo about these crime cases. Like I watch everything and try to dig into everything and write notes down, and I'm that crazy one. But this case just to me has a lot of similarities to the Lauren Agee case. That's just my opinion. That, of course, I always say my opinions are my opinions only, not facts.
And what happened? And what happened in that case? Just curious.
They all three of the people that she was camping with that night on the cliff, because they have to pay for the campsites for this Wave
Lucy's
Fest.
coming up. Lucy's coming up. Awesome.
Which Wave Fest is? It's a festival every year where a bunch of boats. Yes.
Hey, Lucy, if you can exit out of YouTube and just stay in StreamYard.
How do
it
I
echoes.
do that?
Just exit out completely out of YouTube. Just act like you're leaving completely YouTube. And you exit out of StreamYard.
But Wave Fest is a festival every year where a bunch of boats park very close together, and they drink and they do things, they party, and it's a lot of young people. And you can get these campsites that are on cliffs. So you sleep in a hammock that, goes between two trees, but you're hanging like over an actual cliff.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
And for the first 2 nights, everything was fine. But people that talked to the police said there was one gentleman that she was with in her group that was making, innuendos toward her, and she just was kind of disgusted with that. And she was like, I just think I'm going to leave early. But she decided to stay because she drank so much that day. And that night is when she supposedly woke up and decided to go to use the restroom in the woods and fell over the cliff, is what they said. But the only thing that they have, and this was many years ago, not many, but several years ago. And so far, the only thing that they have come up with is they don't know anything. They can't officially say that someone did it, but what they can say is that the positioning of her body with the current in the water does not add up to her falling over a cliff. The injuries do not add up with her falling over the cliff.
because she has like strangulation marks on her neck.
Mm-hmm.
And no one can explain that. But the female friend that she was with has basically said she's not going to say anything at all. So I think that she knows something. This is in the Lauren Agee case I'm talking about, not the current case. But
Mm-hmm.
Lauren Agee's best friend that she was actually with that night has refused to speak about what happened. And the two gentlemen that were at the campsite with them, all they will say is in the middle of the night, she was intoxicated and she got up to go to the restroom. We went back to sleep, and the next morning when we woke up, we noticed she wasn't at the campsite. So we went and looked for her, and then we went back to Wakefest. She still wasn't there at 5 p.m. when we came back. And then fishermen found her in the water. So it's just it rings a lot of like similarities for me with this case.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I asked earlier, is there bodies of water or any body of water around where this happened? Because the first thing I thought of was that case, because I've
Mm-hmm.
been following that, and I don't know. I just have a lot of feelings and sympathy for Lauren Agee and her family. Um, you know, but it has a lot of similarities with this case,
Yeah, it's well, I
in
can
my
tell you
opinion.
this.
In my opinion,
Somebody knows something.
yes, and I truly believe in the Lauren Agee case that all three of them know something, but they're the female, which was supposed to be her
Okay, here
best
comes Lucy.
friend, is very scared to say anything, and the two gentlemen, politely, I will call them gentlemen, just basically have the same exact story. But one of
Gotcha.
those gentlemen were trying to approach her in a way that she was not comfortable with. And that was said by 3 to 4 witnesses that he was trying to do that all day.
Mm-hmm.
And that she was telling them, like, he's gross. Like, I do not have that kind of anything toward him. We're just friends. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
So,
Lucy.
Hey Justin, I think I figured it out.
Okay.
I had a
Yes.
so I logged in from like the website and then I closed the app because I was using the YouTube app.
Gotcha. Gotcha. No worries. How are you
but that's
doing?
all I wanted to say, Justin. I love you very
Oh,
much. I just
you're
wanted to,
welcome. You
because
can stay
somebody was
here if you
asking in
want.
the questions about the case, and they were like,
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that case. So I wanted to kind of explain what that case was in comparison to this one, because it just gives me a lot of the same vibe.
You can
It
stay
really
up here if
does.
you want. You're welcome to.
Well,
Um,
as I always say, I sit on my fat, you know what, on the couch in there. So,
you're okay. Hey,
yeah.
Lucy, go ahead. What's up? What you?
Um,
How did you find all this?
I'm good, and you to answer your question first. So I was on Facebook, and obviously I also follow people on there. I guess that they're also with like this whole Kylie stuff, and I seen that they had mentioned like the Poshmark and all that, and that hoodie, that sweatshirt just came up. So I went and I looked for it, and it said that it was posted 40 something minutes ago. When I wrote it on the chat, it was exactly 41 minutes ago. What a coincidence that the person who posted it, her supposedly name is Samantha, and I was just talking to my husband because my husband is Josh. He was on your panel earlier,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, we did like the from where she was from the party from where was it? Truckee, California to Reno. It's only 36 minutes away from where this supposedly Samantha girl lives.
Okay.
So everything like sounds weird because that's the location that the Samantha girl has on her Postmark page.
Huh.
And I didn't bring it to the cops or nothing because, like I said, I just found this out.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
familiar with the area or nothing because I didn't mention Philly, nowhere in Cali or nothing.
yeah. Okay. Um. That's interesting. And so, like, what Poshmark is something you can sell.
Sell, yes.
You
And the
sell
hoodie,
used clothes.
and the
Is
hoodie
that
is
what it is?
actually size small. It has pictures. It's used, obviously, and she put it in the description that supposedly is a male hoodie. That does not look like no male hoodie.
No, it don't look like my hoodie to me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then what a coincidence that the size is small too, and Kylie is pretty small.
Could you email me that link
Sure.
if you
I
could?
could, and in case it doesn't work for you, I'll just send you screenshots too if it works.
Okay. Perfect.
So
Perfect.
I need your email. Is it the Justice for All or for you?
It's I can what my mods will drop it in chat. How about that?
Okay. So
And
I'll just title it like Kiely Rodni.
okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Justin.
Lucy. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. Hank, can you show your face, please? Hank, can you show your face? Hello. Not your eyeball, Hank. Not your eyeball. All right. So we are good with Hank then. Yes, men can wear pink clothes. That's for certain. All right, guys. Well, I am going to ban him from the studio because I didn't care to see his eyeball and whatever else he was trying to show me. But go for it. Nice try, Hanky Doodle. All right, guys. Well, we're going to keep digging into this, and we will see what the if any other thing comes out. I will be on top of this 24/7 pretty much, at least me or one of the mods will. And you like the Hanky Doodle? Yes, I think he wanted to show me his Hanky Doodle, if you know what I mean. And I think he wanted to show all of you guys that too. That's why he didn't get up here. But I appreciate you all, and God bless you, and may we find sweet little Kylie wherever she is. Yeah, we will watch the Posh account for sure. And we will just be keeping an eye on it. Definitely. I don't want to see Hanky Doodle. Yes, I think I actually knew who that was back there. Don't go now, Justin. Your bladder's empty. I know, but I don't know what else to talk about. Like crap. What else do I talk about? Oh, sending it now. Thank you, Lucy. Will you check up on that snap map video, please? Yes, I will. Yeah, well, we've got to find her. Yeah, well, okay. If she's sending it now, I can. Yeah, we'll look it up. We'll look up the Posh. It's a good idea. After Lucy sends that, um, we'll do that. Thank you, Nicole, for the Cash App. I appreciate that so much. Oh, thank you, Mama's the boss. You can't find what, Tabitha? Thank you, Shannon. The Posh account is weird. It's a men's, but a men's small. Did I get it? Oops, I think I just did, Lucy. Hold on, let me check. Yes, just got it, Lucy. All right. So this is the Posh account. And as you see here, it's the same as, look here, and it says updated 9 minutes ago. Okay. Odd future, all over pink and white men's hoodie, small. And this is the actual hoodie. Where's she located at? Has anyone ever bought from Poshmark in here? I'm sure some of you have. I'm not with the cool cats and kittens these days.
Excuse me, bitch.
Yes, all the time. Okay. And I sell and buy on Posh. Do you really, Aaron? So, I'm getting ready to start selling back on eBay again. I work for a wholesale company, and so I will hopefully be selling back on eBay and stuff again. And I may do a channel with a bunch of stuff as well. Okay. Oh, I guess it's kind of like maybe like eBay. Okay, and it says last active this hour, Samantha AC gone, Reno, Nevada. Let's see what's in her closet, Hanny. What's in your closet, Samantha? The closet's too small and it's too dark to decorate. Okay. She's a posh ambassador the second. I think I'm gonna have to buy some stuff on Posh. That's not what Kylie's hoodie looked like, is it? So Selena, I don't know if you've been here. Have you been here that long? Click on the user, Justin. Okay. Okay. That's not it. Do you hear my mouse squeaking? The little roller. I've rolled it so much and I've only had it like maybe a month. It's already squeaking. It's like I click like it won't let you click on the user. I mean, I don't want to harass this lady, you know. It's not my intention is for people to like go say, "Who are you?" You know, I mean, I'm sure there's more than okay. Here it is. But I mean, maybe it is a men's. I mean, I wear pink all the time. She's an ambassador to. What is an ambassador to? Does that mean like a is that like a higher sale? What's it sound like, Justin? Pink, well, red is my signature color. You know, I like that look like a whore most of the time, so whatever works, no judgment. It means a top seller, okay. Thank you, Laura. Her info says, okay. I don't know. It says updated 13 minutes ago. If you can't be kind, be quiet. I like that. I'm going to check Posh out. It could be just a coincidence, absolutely. Go to her about. Where's her about? I don't know anything about this. Parties. I have no idea. Really don't. Please send me the Posh link. I will certainly send you the Posh link. I used to, at one time, I wanted to open up a store, and I wanted to call it Pish Posh. Oh God, keep your day job, Justin. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. I see you right now, and then gonna dig and let you know. All right, guys. I love you all. I'm going to bed. It's 11:29, and well, I'm not going to bed. I lied. I just say that. I am actually going to find more information. I bought something from Trisha Paytas because I wanted to see if she lied about her size. You did. I have Justin, you would be spending your profits if you opened a store. Yeah, I know. Probably. I have one of my very good friends is on a network show, and he is in the fashion industry, and he gives me a lot of his clothes that he gets for free, that he wears. But the problem is now is I am entirely too fat for them. So hopefully that will change. I'm the biggest I've ever been in my entire life. I used to be way too skinny, and now I'm way too fat, which means I don't know balance in the weight sector. Like if I get skinny, I usually get really freaking skinny, and then if I get fat, I get really fat. So just the way it is. But you get older, your hormones kind of chill out a little, and you're just not as I'm I'm a little big right now. It is what it is. But oh well. Okay, Justin, what's the last name of the man in the car in Reno? Wasn't it same as I don't know. Pleasantly plump, it's it. Thank you. No, I used to be very like way too skinny. I look at myself back then and I was entirely too skinny. In fact, I could sometimes I could actually go to almost like I could go to we have a place here called Belk, or just Kohl's or anywhere, and sometimes I could go to the kids section, and I could literally wear some of the shorts and especially the shirts, like the polo shirts. Oh my God, now I'm in like large. No, I'm not standing, Valerie. Not right now. Yeah. That's too skinny. It was way too skinny. It was way too skinny. Um, but now, like, I had a stomach surgery a few years ago, which it was for acid reflux, and then like I got that fixed, and I started gaining weight after that. So, oh well. And I think kids make you gain weight too. I really think they do because you don't want to they're always like I try to tell them all the time, don't waste food. Please don't waste food. And guess what? I don't want them to waste food, so I'm like, eat it, and I'll end up eating it. Thank you so much. Love you all. Appreciate it. There's a collection of Odd Future. There is a tag. Kill them all. A skater brand sold on many platforms. Like, that's interesting. I'm gonna check this out. Yes, it's a dad bod now, Shannon. You're right. All right, guys. Love you. It's been amazing. Nearly 4 hours. That's right, Sammy. Yep. Love you all. I will talk to you very soon. I'm sure I will be live tomorrow, God willing. Hope you guys had a wonderful Sunday chilling out with me here. I can't tell you I appreciate you so much. Really, I do. I never take you guys for granted. Thank you. And please pray for Kiely for answers. Let's just pray for answers and pray for Vaughn and little Summer Wells and all of these missing and exploited and whatever that are out there. Lots of love. God bless each and every one of you. Good night. Thank you.